It'll go when you get on the duck.
Here comes another duck. Hey, when they get beside this duck, everybody holler quack quack. All right, ready, set, go. That's Captain RD. You probably wonder what the world's going on. I'm going the wrong way. All righty. Didn't got to where to visit too many people. I did have a friend of ours, me and my wife. She was blonde and her husband was always making fun of her. She got sick and tired of it. One day she told him, in other words, it was a natural rock when when they first found it. They named it Table Rock. That's why they named the dam Table Rock. It was supposed to be across this valley right here. But there's too many caves in the area and the ground's too unstable. They had to move it a mile and a half upstream. It sits on solid rock up there. All right. This couple was getting married. Started down the aisle, and he stopped about halfway down the aisle. He told me, he's all right. There's a good barbecue rib place over there. It cost you a little more, though. What'd you say the ribs cost you? 50 cents a rib? Is that what it was? Okay. Dam right there. We'll be right up on top of it in a minute or two. We're on the other side of it about 10 minutes. Stop right in the middle of the intersection and read your map. The other morning come down to this big Lincoln Continental set beside that sign back there. Got his map scattered all over his steering wheel reading the map. Couldn't believe it. One of our drivers said there was a tour bus backing up the lane over here. Missed that corner, so he backed up the highway. There's the finest swimming area in Table Rock Lake. Look at the scuba diver out there. See the flag on the inner tube looking thing? That's a scuba diver underneath there. You can see very clearly under that water. Pretty clear. That's a scuba diving school out there. Here's some more on this side over this cove. Excellent scuba diving lake. There's the widest portion over there of Table Rock Lake. It's about a mile across the other bank. The dam here is a mile and a quarter long. This section, the middle section, is about a mile long roughly. That cement portion is about a quarter of a mile long. It stands 252 feet tall. Now the water level out in front of it is about 205 foot deep right now. Now in the square tower you see sitting there where the flag is, there's a cable that goes all the way down the ground, down the bottom of the dam. And the plumb bob on the end of it, that's the way the ice is moving the dam. And folks, it's been sitting here for 35 years with all that water. It's bound to move downstream a little bit. Folks, it's moved downstream. That's nothing, just a big human hair. I think they forgot to work it. All right, to go to build this structure, they spent $66,666,000 to build this structure. And guess what else? It's paying for itself. It's paid for itself several times over. It's quite a piece of work, folks. All 10 foot of water over where he's at right now. This is Vester's Corps of Engineers Visitor Center over there. You can take a free walking tour inside. Nature tour. There's a room in there that shows you the 4 seasons of this area: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Also, they can show you a film of what it took to build that structure. They started in 1954, finished in 1958. Now the Korean conflict come along, interrupted them, so it took a little longer than they planned for. They started pouring concrete on a Monday morning at 7 o'clock, poured concrete 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for 2 years. It's quite a piece of work, folks. And they floated all 3 times, so we'll find out. We don't watch the turtles. They go right to the edge and go straight down to the bottom. Not me. By the way, folks, don't ever try this in your car. Uh-oh. Get in there. Here's the dickens out of me. I'll count to 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Help! Here it comes. Here it comes. All right. Welcome to Table Rock Lake, folks. Here we are. All right. Reach under the seats there and get the paddles out. I can't get the prop to work. All righty. a good evening meal and a show while you're out here. Alrighty. Folks, we got a little bit of a problem, nothing real serious. Seems like it happens every time I hit the water, though. You see, it's my break time. I gotta have that seat here, buddy. Alrighty. Now then, I don't have an automatic pilot, so I do need somebody to come and drive for me. You want to drive for me now? Alright. Just get a hold of that steering wheel, go around the island on the left-hand side. See it over there? Actually, I just need you to follow the white line that goes around the outside of the island. Yes, see that white line over there? Huh? You can. Well, it's on the bottom 110 feet down. Can't you see that? Alright, just stay away from the island. Back this way a little bit. How many of you kids want to drive for me today? Alright, all you kids and you adults can drive if you want to. That's fine, no problem at all. Just come around this way. You pay attention where you're going. Leave the gauges alone, alright? Alright. That's good right there. Alrighty. Now we're on Table Rock Lake. Table Rock Lake is about 79 miles long, has a shoreline of roughly 580-some miles. It's on the White River. Years ago there was no impoundments on the White River. You can put a riverboat into New Orleans, Louisiana, come all the way up to Branson, Missouri by water. Come up here and bring some supplies to Branson, take some products down to the coast, New Orleans. Ship some of them overseas, so it has quite a history on it. Alright. What's your first name? You ever did tell me? Gene? Eugene, alright. He's a Branson boy. Lives in Branson. Alright, Gene, thanks for driving for me. Let's get another driver up here. Come on, Tiger. Get up here. Here's one right here. Come on. You might want to get up on your knees. That's the way. Get up on your knees where you can see where you're going. That's the way. We're going to go straight ahead. Now for you newcomers, you can come out here to the lake and take a cruise boat like that or a houseboat like this over here. Spend a night or two or maybe a week. Then on the recreational part of it. Or, he's had a leak or something. Something's went wrong. That's unusual. He needs any help.
I was waiting and that kid just came up and pushed right in front of me.
They can bring you out here in a sailboat. You can win a sailboat over that boat dock. And if they're where you can see out, we're going to head that way a little bit. Go this side of the sailboat. Yeah, turn left. Keep her turning left. But we don't want to hit that sail. That's why keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Alrighty. Alrighty. This area right straight ahead where you see those two ski boats down through there. They'll take you down into the Harrison, Arkansas area. By water. Alright. Now this area we're floating over right now is about 90 or 100 foot of water. You want to ski behind that? 6 miles per hour over there. It's called Poverty Point. 17 years ago I thought, how in the world can you live on a lake this pretty and be in poverty? The houses back then started about $100,000 and went up. Right now they're probably 190 above that. Andy Williams lives right over there in that wooded area. We don't show his house. He likes his privacy too much. Alright. Stay on the right side of this boat coming at us. See him over there? We want to stay on the right side of him. Where was my other driver? Little girl back here? Back there. Alright. Let's let this little girl drive, Tiger. You want to drive? You don't want to drive? Alright, come on, bud. Alrighty. Where are you from? Springfield?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Aha. The gambling capital of the world, huh? Alright, I was going through Nevada one time. Your mom and dad back there? We went through Winnemucca, Nevada. Stopped at a campground. We were camping out going to California. And that's the first time I was in Nevada. I told my wife, I said, I'm going to play the slot machine. Then don't lean over, buddy. She said, no, don't play them. I said, yeah, I got to play. If you don't go through Nevada without at least playing the slot machine at least once. So I got me a handful of quarters, and I put about $3 or $4 worth in there, and I said, that's enough. I've got that's enough. All right, any questions about the lake part of the tour? Is it up? By the way, any of you kids know how to spell where she was born? 1941 to 45, and the letter D. Now I got him. Get him for the C, the bridges. Now you can stand there if you want to. The letter U tells me it's amphibious. See, I've got 2 of these at home. Grandkids, 4 and a 5-year-old, I'm raising them. The letter, they took, when they were building the structure over there, the dam, they took 300,000 square cubic foot of rock off there, took it over to the cement portion on the conveyor belt, 4 feet wide, 3 miles long. It's a continuous belt. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. It's a lot quicker to do it that way than it was by boat or by dump truck. A lot faster. This boat, the ramp, you bring your bass boat, ski boat, or sailboat, or whatever down here and put it in. Nobody got you. We don't charge you a dime for it. You do notice there's no houses along the edge of the bank. You're not allowed to build right over the water. Here's in California and Maryland, some of those other states, you can build right out over the water, you know. But you're not allowed to do that here. I don't see him. Yeah, there he sits. But I've seen him. Come on. I'm the captain. You gotta mind the captain. 180-degree rudder back there, go just like this. Now she's got to turn this way. We're going to go around the circle. Just keep holding until we get straightened around over here. This is an actual military maneuver. If we were at war right now, if there's a ship on this side of us, this maneuver would push us up against that ship and hold us right there. Wouldn't even need to tie it up. We can unload troops, munitions, supplies, whatever. Make any difference what it was. And then we'd sit right there. When we got unloaded, we could straighten her out. The next step would pull in and do the same thing. So it's whoever designed it up knew what was needed. Now you can start straightening her out kind of slow. We're going to head towards that ramp over there. All right. Now at the duck dock, we have a nickname for that maneuver. We call that Duck and Donuts. But it is an actual military maneuver. The old duck was used in several invasions: Sicily, Normandy, France, New Guinea, Guam, Rhine River, several places in Europe. Used in the Philippines even. In the Normandy invasion, the old duck was the only vehicle that could get from ship to shore at that time because the seas got so high, 6 and 8 foot swells, and even the big LSTs that had this, they opened up in the front, you know, they couldn't make it, but the duck was able to do that. And we've got bilge pumps in her that pumps any water out that we might take off. There's 9 plugs in the bottom of it, and that's the first thing we do every morning is to make sure those 9 plugs are in place. Would you tell me your name was? Dolores. All right, Dolores, you suppose you can drive it out on that boat ramp if I tell you what to do? All right. We get a little closer, I'll tell you what to do, and then you can decide whether you want to try it or not. Now, folks, every night, I told you a while ago that I retired after selling bread in 30 years out of Branson and out of Springfield, Missouri, Branson area. Come this way a little bit, Doris. We got to the right side of that buoy over here. See the buoy sitting out in the water? We kind of want to go to the right side of it. Anyway, I called Mom in St. Louis, told her I was going to retire. She said, what are you going to do now? Come and see me and go fishing a lot. And I said, well, that too. But I'm going to stay in Branson, work around tourism, and work with tourists. I'm going to drive a duck in Branson. Well, she didn't drop the telephone, but it's real quiet on the other end. But finally she said, well, Billy Norman, I thought I told you better than that. Well, I said, Mom, you did. But I said, I love tourism, I love tourists. But you folks, every last one of these kids in that old boat. So every night before I go to bed, me and my wife and 2 grandsons, we say our prayers, first of all, for our family needs, and I pray for the tours that I take the following day. I took 2 regular tours this morning. I had no idea what I was going to be doing this afternoon. But anyway, I prayed for you tours. I prayed that each tour would get to my town safely and get home safely. Now you might say, well, Captain Bill, I'm not sure I need you to pray for me. Well, I'll tell you what, if that's the case, then you need to talk to him about that, you see. If you see, I figure I need the practice and you probably need the prayers. I want you to get to my town safely and home safely. Now, Dolores, let me get a little closer to the bank up there. I'll tell you what we got to do. We got to put the transfer case in the low range four-wheel drive. Keep the prop in the high side where it is right now. Keep your gear shifted second gear right where it is. Make sure your bilge pumps lights don't come on. Keep the water temperature above 140 degrees. Air oil pressure at 80 and your vacuum pressure at 63. De-throttle your hand throttle, use foot throttle like that. Now, what's the first thing I told you to do?
Something about over here.